we got to talk about Nicholas John Bosa.
No,
I know you were casting,
no.
burning sage everywhere in San Francisco, Seattle. I even sparked some up for you here in Detroit. It ultimately was worst case scenario for the San Francisco 49ers. Nick Bosa is out for the season with an ACL tear. Richard, I know you're demoralized. And for those just not viewing on YouTube, Richard's currently crying beneath his 49ers hat on his chair. But Richard, talk to me. I know this has got to hurt. Uh, how do you uplift this 49er faithful fan base?
Metro, they've lost their favorite son. The San Francisco 49ers, Nicholas John Bosa. It's just, oh my God, Mitchell. It hurts. It's a friend. It's a brother. It just sucks, man. You hate this part of the game. The guy works his tail off. The guy does the things the right way. He shows up in shape, ready to help his team, and you just hate to see it, man. Um, I guess the small bit of good news is it was a clean tear. He didn't damage anything else in his knee. So hopefully they can, reattach it and or do what they need to do and there's a lot of different ways they do the ACL surgery, whether it's cadaver, whether it's, from his patella or, whatever. But hopefully he has a really speedy recovery. Um, he's a guy that, embodies what this team stands for, and it's just a tough situation, but the kind of guy and teammate he is, he's going to try to come in as soon as he can and rally the guys and tell him it's going to be okay. He's going to be in the meetings. He's going to be in the training room. He's going to be there to make sure his guys know that he's with them every step of the way. He's going to work his butt off all off season to make sure he's ready for next season. No question about that. But it's just disappointing. This is the part of the game you just hate. This isn't fanship. This isn't, anything. This is just like, hey, you want the best for one of your guys, and to see him go down like this is just it's heartbreaking. It's heart wrenching. It's not about money. He's making his money. He's gonna be okay. But you don't want to see a guy get injured, work so hard to be ready for the season and get injured, and it's a huge blow to this team. Um, I know that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch are going to do their best to make some necessary moves. I think they'll look at the trade market, knock on some doors, pick up the phone, call the Giants and call the Houston Texans and call the guys who have an abundance of pass rushers and see if anybody is available and what the price is for that on a temporary basis. I wouldn't be surprised if they call about Brian Burns. I, yeah, it's there's a ton of people, but it's just a hard thing to think about right now. You're so on such a high for the San Francisco 49ers to start the way they have, to be as banged up as they have to go to your backup quarterback in the second week of the season, and for Mac Jones to play as well as he has, and they get him 2 wins and potentially be getting Brock Purdy back, potentially be getting Brandon Ayuk back in a couple weeks. You wanna feel some joy, but this really takes the wind out of the sails for this team. And faithful, I would say just try to keep your head up, and we're gonna get through this. They're doing everything they can. It's just a string of bad luck. It can't be bad. It can't be bad forever. Eventually, things got to turn around. Nicholas John Bosa will be okay. Unfortunately, his season is over this year, but the season for the San Francisco 49ers is not, and the guys will fight until they can't fight anymore. And I believe this team has a chance to continue to be special, and he will be doing the same thing, and he will want the same thing for this team. It's just unfortunate. Oh, Mitchell, it hurts.
Brutal news, Richard. I feel for you. I feel for the 49er fan base, no question about it. But like you said, Nick Bosa is one of those guys. He's going to be back better than ever next year when he gets back. But it's just devastating, especially after such a hot start to the season at 3-0. Richard, before we wrap up, I got to know. I mean, and maybe you need a little bit more time to think about this, but I'm going to put you on the spot. I know there might be some recency bias at play here, but what is the Richard Sherman top five for this week of your power ranks?
Mitchell, it's too soon. I'm in tragedy. I'm in mourning. Oh, Mitchell, you just want to do it because of Detroit. Mitchell, we're gonna leave the Philadelphia Eagles at 1. I thought about it. I wanted to move Buffalo into 1. I didn't feel great about Buffalo's performance, so it was tough. If the Rams would have won, there'd be a lot of change in the top 5, but they didn't. So the Philadelphia Eagles, reigning champs, keep finding a way to win. They're 1. Buffalo Bills got to be 2. They're doing it. They continue to find ways to win. Tough division game. Josh Allen continues to play at an MVP level. He's 2. 3, they found a way to win a tough division game. The LA Chargers went out there. They were losing that game. They showed grit. They showed determination. Quentin Johnson continues to have his showcase, his coming out party, starting to blossom into everything they thought he would be. So I got the Chargers at 3. 4 and 5 is where it gets tricky. 4 and 5 is where it gets tricky, Mitchell. Where do we go for 4 and 5? Because everybody who has a 3-0 team is going to feel like they need to be there. Every 3-0 team is like, oh, we deserve to be there. We deserve to be there. We deserve to be there. Yeah, all 3-0 teams aren't created equal, and I wanna put you there. The Green Bay Packers. You guys, I know you want to stay. I know you want to stay. It's hard. It's hard because I told you guys the concern I had was the quarterback situation. So I'm going to put the Detroit Lions, who were beat by the Green Bay Packers, at 4.
You know, Green Bay fans are going to be yelling, but Detroit looked darn good today.
They just lost. Hey, you want to yell at somebody else. Don't lose to the Cleveland Browns. I'm sorry. No, don't do it. Makes it hard to put you in the top 5 when you lose to the Cleveland Browns. But at this point, I'm gonna have to leave them in because nobody else has shown me enough. Do I want to go? Do I want to go Indiana Jones? Am I that bold? I can't. I'm gonna go Indiana Jones. They are on the cusp. The Indianapolis Colts have me this close to believing. It might be fool's gold. I don't want to dive out there and then pull. Hey, they gonna pull the rug from under me. I don't want to do it. I do not want to do that. But will I do it? I don't know, Mitchell. Green Bay Packers or the Indianapolis Colts. Shane Steichen is really putting it together. I'm gonna go with the. They're gonna massacre me for this. I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts 5. Hate me all you want, guys. No. Indiana Jones. Do I want to do it? Are they that legitimate? Oh, it's fool's gold. It's fool's gold, Mitchell. Green Bay Packers, final answer. I'm done.
I feel like you called your own bluff, Richard. Good work, man.
I talked myself out of it. I couldn't do it. They're close though. They win again. They're in.
They are. I think they got it. They got to start like 5-0 just to give everyone that peace of mind that they actually are good. But they certainly look good right now. Daniel Jones, hey, maybe a dark horse MVP candidate. Who knows, Richard? If you're putting him in
Jonathan Taylor.
There you go too.